Hello, Simon. Thanks for coming and sharing and teaching us today. So impressive AI. Before that, could you introduce yourself? Is it okay? Yourself? Your role?
So I work for an organization called Logosdor, Logosdor, which is based in Sydney, but we serve leadership development and children's ministry and sports ministry worldwide.
Thank you. Simon said today, your teaching is your sharing is very impressed to me in terms of using AI to develop church ministry. So we live in a broken world. So many people use AI, but as a Christian, we need to use AI as well. So could you briefly introduce us today what you taught? So could you share? So with AI,
just a brief bit. Well, AI is a new technology, and so there's a lot of fear around it. There's a lot of uncertainty around it, and some of that is justified. But also, we look at it from the perspective of things like the printing press, and that was a new technology and was frightening. But it's because of the printing press that we have the Bible today. The internet is the same. Aeroplanes are the same, social media, all of them can be used for good or used for evil. And AI is the next technology that can be used for good and it can be used for evil. And it will be used for both.
Yeah, that's right.
But in terms of the mission of the church to make disciples for Jesus, AI is helping us with things like translation. It's enabling churches to be able to speak a sermon in one language and everybody can hear it in their own language. It's enabling us to create ministry resources in ways that we could never have done before. There are so many different ways that AI can help us to be able to accomplish our mission. We need to be wise, but also we need to learn how to use it properly.
Yes,
so
that's correct.
if you just go to an AI app like Chatbot and ask a question, you might get any number of different answers. But if you learn how to ask the question well,
that's correct.
And we particularly talked about framing today, the idea that you have to say, I come from this theological position, I work with this type of person, I'm trying to create something around this topic, I believe this about the Bible. That's all framing. I'm telling AI my position, and then it will answer it from my position. And it gives a much better result than if I just ask a question without getting any detail. So there's some of the things we talked about today, but also things like Bible research. So we don't encourage people to write a sermon with AI, and it certainly can do that. But if you want to ask AI about a verse or a passage and say, give me some of the historical background, or help me to understand the context of this passage in the book and in the Bible, or help me to understand the Greek and the Hebrew words. Can you explain those to me? You can use it to help you think through a Bible passage. And you can say, where else in the Bible do you think this is linked to? What are they referring to here?
Yeah, that's
and we even tried something that I'd never tried before today, where I prompted AI to be Paul, the apostle, in prison. And I said, I want you to be in prison. I want you to answer only from the Bible and from your historical context. So I framed the chat, and then I clicked voice mode. Then we were able to talk to Paul, who kept giving us answers from the Bible of what he had written. It's quite amazing, and a great way of exploring a passage. So be wise with AI. Always check. Never think AI is going to be perfect. It's not. But also realize that there are ways that AI can really help us in our ministry and save us time to be able to put more effort into pastoring and praying and meeting with people. So there's some thoughts.
Simon said to us that today's AI is a tool maybe to develop church ministry, to preach the gospel. There's so many areas in the context where we live. Thank you so much. So one thing is the last question is Simon. So what do you need to be careful? I think we're conscious of some wrong, we're using negatively or badly, about ethics.
Yeah, well, there are certainly ethical issues that are still being worked out. So I think we need to be wise about that, and slowly we will learn. I think we also need to realize that we don't know where the data that we upload goes in AI. So just be a little bit cautious. Don't upload private information, names, addresses, phone numbers.
That's good.
Don't put any of those sort of things. Now, in reality, AI learns but doesn't necessarily store the information. As far as I understand it, I could put up, my photograph or my details, and somebody else could ask about that, and it's not like a database it's going to draw from. However, we also know that all data that we put on social media, the internet, it all goes somewhere. So you've just got to work on the basis that just be careful what you put. So actually, when I'm uploading sensitive, or if I want to upload, say, a story about a country or a person that is sensitive, I will change the details, or even my organization. I will call it the ABC organization, and everywhere my organization's name is, I just call it the ABC organization, ABC. Change the names. I can, and don't mention the country name. I can then upload to say, could you help me check this or whatever? I then bring it down and then I change it back. So there are ways even to do like that, where if you don't want your information up there, you can still put up a generic version and then bring it down and edit it. So there's tricks that we learn, and that's what we're trying to train leaders in, of saying, be wise, but actually there are some very simple ways that you can use this really well. If you go to the Max 7 AI Academy, which is on YouTube, there's a whole lot of training videos we put there, all free to use, and lots of resources.
Free.
So, everything we've done, everything we do is free.
Thank you so much.
And we're trying to learn from each other, learning from leaders around the world, and then share it.
Wow. Thank you, Simon. Thank you for your sharing your thoughts. AI generation maybe is coming, so we can use AI as a tool. Thank you so much for watching, and please use your tool AI rightly for the glory of the Lord. Thank you so much.
And you know what? I'm not an AI evangelist. I'm a Jesus evangelist. And AI is a tool. So keep it that way.
Thank you so much.